Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we defeated LLM the White Dragon and have reacquired the Wind Crystal. I was hoping to spot it quicker than that. A magical crystal with the power of wind protects the land of Elysia from monsters. That just leaves one crystal to go. Ooh boy, Kalisa, you're looking a little hurting there. Don't worry, we'll be heading back to town to heal you up shortly. Now then, let us go ahead and follow routine and check out some goodies. Girl, need I remind you this is LLM stuff? He graciously offered us what's in his treasure chests. You're talking to Jareth. Hey, this is LLM stuff. Would you appreciate it if someone went rummaging through your things? If I gave him permission. I don't think we have permission, though. Let's go ahead and get the stuff that we do have permission for. Money. Which one of these chests do you think is going to hold the key that we're looking for? It's not that one. Is it on this side at all? Well, sure enough, it was on this side. I did not have to look as long for it. The Talon Key. A key shaped like a dragon's talon. That is actually kind of a cool looking key. It is also the key to the final dungeon, where Princess Elandra and the last elemental crystal are. It'll be a few episodes before we go there, though. We got some other stuff to do. But still, the endgame hype is real. I got elite amount of money. And I don't need it all. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is head back to town real quick to rest at the inn, just in case something we do next has some random encounters. And I will meet you all at the first dungeon to have a conversation with Smurge. Smurge, Iggy the Goblin, and Ish, the Big Bat, are sitting at their table playing cards. Iggy and Ish still have big piles of coins, while Smurge retains the least winnings. Apparently he's not too good at bluffing. Says the big orc, studying his hand of 5 cards. He glances between his 2 opponents, trying to size them up. Well, says Iggy impatiently, you gonna bet or not? Smurge thinking, answers the orc. Don't rush, Smurge. He gives his cards another look and then tosses some coins on the table. Smurge raise 5 and take, 1. Ish the Bat grabs up a card from the deck and slides it over to Smurge. Dealer raises 5 and takes 1. The Bat adds some more coins to the growing jackpot and grabs a card from the deck. That's too rich for me, says Iggy, placing his cards down on the table. I'm out. Out of curiosity, this is something I've always wondered about poker. If you decide that you're out, do you take back the coins that you were putting in, or do you automatically lose them? Smurge tosses some coins into the pot and announces, Smurge see that and raise 5 more. The burly orc grins confidently. Whoa! High-stakes game you guys have going here. Smurge sees the group and waves invitingly. Hey, friends! Pull up chairs! We find out lots while you away. How it go in Big Castle? LLM got introduced to some smackdown. We're finally headed over to the Dragon Cave to rescue my sister. Smurge nods. Cave on top of cliffs. We ask around while you gone. We find out... this complicated. He pauses a moment in thought. Okay, there's ogres in right branch of cave. No, that's the left branch, interjects Iggy helpfully. Smurge blinks. You sure? He scratches at his head. Yep, says Iggy with a nod of his green chin. Smurge frowns. Smurge thought it was right. He growls, scratching at his head. This too complicated. You tell friends what we find out. Iggy nods and turns his eyes on Kristana. Okay, when you go inside the Dragon's Cave, there's 3 ways you can go. Left cave, right cave, and middle cave. Yes, with me? Good. Yes, go in the left cave. You're gonna run into lots of ogres with what live there, says the goblin. Yes, go in the cave on your right. There's lots of trolls what live there. And let me guess, the one in the middle has giants. In the middle cave, there's giants. No one we talked to has ever been in the deeper parts of the cave, so... He shrugs helplessly. We don't know who's down there. I wonder if the trolls and ogres are going to be stronger versions, or the same ones we fought before. Mutters. Probably some really mean monsters who'd love to rip us to shreds. But fighting monsters is fun, Fibs! Mutters. If you say so. So, if we go left, Jareth is going to have to hide out back from the ogres. If we go right, Fibs will need to hide from the trolls. I mean, only if they're really strong. Iggy nods. Yep, that's all we were able to find out. I could always sit out this leg of the journey. Oh, come on, would you really quit at the end? Don't answer that, I've actually done that myself. I sat at the final dungeon of Final Fantasy Legend 3 for I don't know how many years. Gives Fibs a stern look. Or not. That's better. Okay, is everyone clear about what we have to do? No, but I'll write this down while I'm editing. Nods with a sigh of resignation. Left cave, ogres. Right cave, trolls. Middle cave, giants. Deep cave, our doom. Smurge chortles and points a chubby finger at Fibs. He funny sometimes. Yeah, never a dull moment. It's a very special talent, chuckles. Thanks for all your help, Smurge. We sure do appreciate it. Smurge grins. You defeat Last of Dragons, rescue sister. We have victory party when you get back. We sure will, Smurge. Just as soon as I dish out some smackdown on Raylan. Kristana has a bit of a one-track mind, doesn't she? Hey, I believe it was Ish's turn. Grins, looking over Ish's wing. Oh yeah, says Smurge, turning his gaze back down on his cards. Ish, go ahead. Okay, says the big bat with a confident grin. It is apparently a lawn mowing day. I'm gonna keep going for now, but hopefully that is not going to be too audible. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and I'm gonna have to raise you 10. He tosses a bunch of coins into the considerably large jackpot. Says Smurge thoughtfully. Smurge see that and call. He adds more coins to the pot. If Smurge is bluffing, he's bluffing pig. Ish shows them his cards. Peril Griffins, Peril Minotaurs, Dragon High. Read 'em and weep, bud. Aw, crud, exclaims the orc. All Smurge have is this full cave. He slaps his cards down on the table with a growl. Iggy's brows raise as Ish stares at the winning hand wide-eyed. Ugh! Exclaims the bat with a defeated wing droop. I had a great hand there! Smurge blinks in surprise. What, you mean Smurge win? Yeah, that's a win. Good job, Smurge. Alright, now before we leave, I'm going to get stuck on the wall and make a turn in this direction. I don't know how many of y'all remember this passageway from early in the game, but down here, there was a locked door that I could not unlock. I can now unlock it, using the leaf key I gained in the last episode. I'm kind of excited for this. I don't expect much, but there's definitely a level of excitement whenever you finally unlock a mystery door that you've been wondering about the entire game. Also, this is why I decided to heal at the inn first. I don't remember if there's any more encounters down here. I'm guessing not, but why take chances? So far, I'm gonna say not. Money. Boy, imagine if I had been able to find a chest with that much money at the start of the game, compared to all the chests that had only like 5 or 6 coins. A leaf ring. What's that? A ring of leaves increases magic defense. That might be useful. I'll figure out how to equip that on later. Nothing here but wine. How long has this stuff been stored down here? Actually, to my understanding, wine ages finely. So the stuff down here must be pretty good by now. I wonder how long wine can age before it stops aging finally and starts aging agely. Whoa! A puko coin! Let's hang on to this. Woohoo! Needed that. It's been a while since we found the first 2 puko coins, but now having 3, we have a reason to go to that tower that I've been avoiding. I'll probably go there next time. Is that a new stairway? I'm gonna say that was a new stairway. Okay. Threw me off a bit because it's going back upstairs. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, as I said, we do have a place we can go now. I was expecting to find a key to, deeper into the elemental caves, because there's some gates in those as well. Well, maybe the keys I'm looking for will be in the tower. For now, that's everything here. I'm gonna go ahead and... well, let's go ahead and visit Delrath next. On the subject of lawn mowing, by the way, that used to be quite the issue when I was streaming. I had to stream at a specific time each week, and if it happened to coincide with a mowing day, well, too bad, I needed to do that stream. Generally speaking, though, I was told that it was never that noticeable, which is why I'm not necessarily worrying about it now. I mean, I could just wait and continue recording until the mowing is over, but, well, maybe I don't need to. Delrath and Mindor are playing chess at a table on the front lawn. It looks like they've just started a new game, with a few pawns moved so far. Delrath sees the group approaching and waves. "Hey, how are you folks doing?" "Pretty good. We met Elalam. Amusing fellow," chuckles. "Really?" says Delrath. "I never thought of him in that way." "With Mr. Funnyman around, anyone can be amusing." Grins. "Hey, you were right, kid," says the Manticore. "That was a mate in 3. Took me a while to figure it out, but I got it." "That was a great call," offers Jareth a nod of respect. "Usually I'm pretty sharp, but that one got by me." Smiles. "Thanks, guys." "How's the shop doing?" "Very nicely," replies Delrath. "We had a whole lot of orcs, goblins, and bats stop by earlier. And some trogs and oozes, too. They were remarkably well behaved." You need to give monsters more credit. Not everyone is a hoodlum, you know. That probably has something to do with Nindar. He probably scared them all straight just by being here. Grins. Being mean-looking does have its advantages at times. I suppose. I would still like to give the monsters some credit. Heh, I'll bet. Well, we'll be running along and leave you to your game. "All right, little lady," says Delrath. "You folks are welcome to stop by any time." Studies the chessboard for a moment. Mate in 7, the mean-looking one wins. "How do you know that?" "Oh, please. We just started." "Yeah, I'm just kidding ya, buds," grins. "Oh, you are a funny man." By the way, because Higgins has become a shopkeeper, he no longer has any dialogue outside of the stock shop dialogue. Kind of a shame. And also why I forgot he was a character. Anyway, this is going to be a bit of a short episode, but next up on my to-do list, we're going to finally head to that tower up ahead. And I'm probably going to need a full episode for that one, so we'll go ahead and do that next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oink!